beans alone.
Hey,
It's one of my favorite parts of eating Stevens.
All right, that's out of nowhere. All right, so with that left field, let's go ahead and get this started. Hello, friends, and welcome. It's your boy, Discount Walter White, bringing you that wonderful, addicting Blue Skies mix. Hope that you're seeking help whenever you need it, just not for this. By all means, indulge, get hooked, and stay with it. Actually, that sounds kind of bad when I say it like that, because there are probably some recovering addicts out there. Not to say that they're back cataloging into this, but, you know, I have like 2 people who regularly listen to my shit, and I imagine one is Mr. Birch. I know one is Lady Lenore, which shout out to you, dearie. Love you. Glad you're doing better. Not going to spill the beans, since we brought up beans in the very beginning. Not going to spill the beans in the very beginning of this shit about anything about her, but she is a guest that I want to have on, so... Big love to Lady Lenore. Love you. By the way, it's an Edgar Allan Poe reference, that name is, and she picked it herself. Love it. And I'm not alone. If you can hear somebody sloshing their fucking ice-filled drink around.
For the people.
For the people. Gotcha. You hear that? That is, well... Who are you? And
what's up, you miserable bastards? It's Erich Stranger, but you can call me Stranger. I'm the host of the Ghost of Thor radio show, the radio show with the sexiest audience. And you can find my show on Spotify. Definitely go and check it out.
It is the sister program to this one. So,
oh, yeah, I meant to. I was going to say that because we haven't talked about that in a while.
We haven't actually. That'd be a fun way.
I gave you shouts outs. Because I was mad at you.
I'm glad. I'm glad that it's always you're either talking shit. If I got a shout out, you're talking shit, or you're mad at me for some reason.
I was like, well, Tim canceled the show on me for weather, whatever, but
It was like, full disclosure, I fucking went full lazy on that. I was like, it is late, I ain't getting out in this shit to go and get him so I can freeze my ass off for 5 minutes of my life.
I kind of figured that's what ended up happening
because
you're all like, conditions are definitely much worse than they were at all last night. And you're like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. I got 4 wheels. It's a cheap, man.
I got 4-wheel drive. If I wanted to make it, I could have. I just didn't feel fucking like doing that. Yeah, fuck that.
So I started out and I was just telling people like, yeah, I got canceled.
I got stood up.
So you guys are just gonna get a random show, which that's what it is. It's just it's a random show of
actually. For fuck's sake. Fee, I love you, I do. But you call it the worst fucking times. Jesus Christ.
But I was just getting drunk, getting stoned.
I was going to say.
Smoke a cigarette.
The essentials. Only the essentials.
Listening to music, and anytime I got a burst of just, oh, I love the song, then I put it on the playlist.
Nice.
And so ended up being like 14 songs or so, and I don't know, I think there's only like 26 minutes of me actually talking on there because I didn't really feel like talking all that much. I just kind of wanted to every once in a while.
Just throw music out there.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, Fee. Y'all are going to listen to this with me.
I ain't heard from you today and just want to see what you're up to.
Okay. Congratulations, you are now... It is, it's very sweet. You are now on the recording. Congratulations. Welcome. So glad you could make it. No, I've been running around doing shit, and I finally have Mr. Stranger on my show. We're finally sat down to record. Didn't do it last night because I was too damn lazy and didn't feel like fucking with the cold. So I gave him that half-assed excuse of, I just don't feel like doing this shit in the dark. I really didn't feel like doing it in the dark, to be fair. Which now that sounds dirty when I say it like that. Especially since we've made out. Yeah, we've done that. Anyway,
it's not a special thing, dude. It happens around me all the time. Everybody always be making out with
me. To be fair, we were both rather drunk.
Making out with everybody.
We were both rather drunk, and my sister and my cousin egged it on. So
don't you know, man? That's what it means to be bisexual. You're always just making out with everybody all the time. That's what the fake news tells me, at least.
I was gonna say you can say that, but everybody knows in the alphabet community that is not the case. That if you're bisexual, you're the worst of the scum.
Yeah, there's a stigma in bisexual. Like
it's massive,
and there's a gender stigma too. Like if you're a bisexual woman, guys find it hot, and you find it hot. If you're a bisexual man though, men are not about it, and women, even if they're bisexual, are not about it.
Really?
I had a conversation with my friend the other day, and she was like, "Does it make me a hypocrite that I'm bisexual and I'm not attracted to bisexual guys?" No, she didn't say hypocrite. I called her a hypocrite. She said, "Does that make me a bad person?" I said, "I don't think it makes you a bad person, just a hypocrite."
A little bit,
But
yeah.
we're all hypocrites, so what are you gonna do about
yeah.
it? And like, are you gonna actually be able to control that? Like, if that's a turnoff for you, then it's a turnoff for you. You should.
Yeah, if it's not your cup of tea, then don't drink it.
That's the same concept of forcing yourself to be with a transgender person just due to wokeness. If you're not attracted to the person, don't be with them.
Yeah, no, for real. No, what else did she say?
Worry about getting back with me. That's all I wanted.
Not to worry about it. Too late. I already sent it, so. Let's see what she says. She said, "Oh shit, fuck, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you was going to record today because of the weather." Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah,
we're still on the show.
They're getting the full play-by-play.
Yeah.
This is to
We're
be
only
fair,
6 minutes in, and it took you all of like 2 minutes to be able to interrupt. And I don't mean interrupt in a bad way. It's just like you came in right at the beginning. So welcome to the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I'm glad that you called literally at the beginning and not halfway through, and we were on some tangent. Because then you'd have derailed the fuck out of whatever our derail was.
Right now we're just talking about my bisexuality, which usually ends up coming up, and I think sometimes that I might force the topic. So
you do.
I just like talking about uncircumcised penises.
It is okay,
and
that's
it makes
disturbing.
the Christians mad.
Let's see. To be fair, Lady Lenore's Christian, but she does make her mad. So.
Well, that's cool. I am overgeneralizing. It's not all of the Christians.
You're good.
But I do think that I make them uncomfortable. Because I'm not like gay. And I'm not really
You're
that
not fabulous, but you're like...
But it's just every once in a while, it's like we're having this manly conversation about guns, and about whatever, politics or whatnot, and like toxic masculinity or whatever men talk about. And then I'm just like, yeah, I suck penis. And they're just like, oh, that's so weird. you like literally see that voice click going inside of their body. They like don't let it out. It's just like, oh.
It's like, it's like some shit. Like they don't like. Let's see, what is it? It's like going out to eat and you're eating food that you know that if you get it on this plain white shirt that you love so much, you know one drop will stain it, ruin it for fucking ever. But you still risk it. You're in the conversation. You're there. You're risking it. And then here you are with a whole bucket of that shit to pour on them. And they're not ready for it. They can't wash that shit out. They couldn't scrub their brain if they wanted to. You leave a mark on them forever. And I love that. And we are still, this will record for fucking ever. I'm still recording. It's like 2 minutes into this shit now. Yeah, here we go. And 2 minutes. So, shut up, listen to this for 2 minutes. So, all right.
Just like mini podcast episodes inside of Messenger voice.
Oh my God. I love it because, like, they removed the time limit. So, like, I enjoy that.
Yeah, but they took away the bubble. Do you have your bubble?
I don't bother.
No, like I used to have a little bubble and it made Messenger really easy, and then they were just.
You mean like the chat heads?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't use that shit because it was so goddamn buggy that you couldn't use it half the time. Like mine fucked up constantly.
Yeah, it used to work really well, and then Facebook has gone progressively downhill ever since. I'm pretty sure the white hats took over it. Whatever.
Fingers crossed. We're about to actually get to that. So, but yeah, Fee, I think I've tormented you enough. I'll chit chat with you on breaks and whenever we're done.
The moral of the lesson is penis, specifically uncircumcised ones.
Why? Why are you like this?
Because.
Jesus Christ. All right. Speaking of Jesus,
this is karma for every time that you come on my show. So,
Gotcha.
have fun with that, my friend.
Gotcha. Oh, my God. You have no idea. You're flagging down cargo planes you don't want them to land. Oh, shit. 3 minutes, by the way. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. 3:16.
Yep.
I immediately go straight to Stone Cold Stoner on that
For
shit.
Tim so loved his sister.
Just start quoting fucking... Did you hear the sad wheezed? What? All right, no, go ahead. All right.
That he sent the unending voice message.
It's a never-ending
That
message.
whosoever listens to the whole thing will get
shit.
plenty of chuckles about uncircumcised penises.
It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. I'm just saying.
That's why I don't tickle people. Actually, I don't tickle people because I always felt that I was very uncomfortable getting tickled as a kid. And, like, I don't like especially, like, people with meaty fingers and they're, like, digging into you and, like, bruising you. And it's like, this is not enjoyable for anybody.
Well, it's because they don't know what delicate touch is. They've never had to, like, I'm gonna say they've never had to tickle the lily, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like,
Like they've never had to do anything delicate in their life. They're the bull in the china shop, and they have no idea what the concept of delicate is.
Right.
So they grab your fucking ribs and try to rip them out.
yeah, exactly.
Like the
It's
shit.
just
I hated
so
that shit
fun.
as a kid.
And
Now
like
that I'm
this-
older, I can be like, all right, well, my hairy ass. I'm like, just throw shit at them that they'll not expect. That's a really shitty example, but I need to bring my aunt on sometime. She would have so many stories of just the heinous shit that I say. But she's got stuff that she said to me that's traumatized me a little bit. But I say traumatized. There is no such thing when it comes to her. But no, like just throwing shit out there just because if you're gonna tickle me so hard as a kid that you make me like feel like I'm bruised, where I can't like move a certain way for at least a few hours, then I'm gonna torment you as an adult. Like that's
another
gonna
part
make
of
you
the-
cringe so fucking hard you can't breathe. Go ahead.
Another part of the tickling aspect that I've kind of become disillusioned with. Well, no, there's been a recent push here recently about teaching kids consent, and if you don't want an adult to touch you, you don't have to touch them. And like the idea
the thing.
where family members will be like, "Oh, go give your grandma a kiss" or
I
something.
hated that shit.
Even if you don't want to, and like you
Hated that
have
shit.
to you have to give hugs, you have to allow
have to
them
do
to
all that
tickle.
shit.
You're teaching children to have their boundaries broken, to give consent to
And to
adults
and to expect it to be
touch their
normal.
bodies.
Yeah.
And
It's
like if you're, I
Just
just
no.
I don't see anything wrong with kids and adults
there's nothing wrong with like
showing physical affection. That's a normal
There's nothing wrong with
relationship thing. But like when it comes to like this child is
Forcibly-
clearly uncomfortable
Yeah.
with being tickled. This
And-
child is clearly uncomfortable with you kissing their face.
And whenever it's done, like it's sometimes there's like they'll have a limitation. Like as a kid, I didn't like a hug, a kiss on the cheek, whatever. That like you get like everybody gets one, and then after that, anything after that, you're being excessive and. For the love of God, get the fuck away from me. Like that sort of shit. I fucking hated all that as a kid.
I saw
But,
a
you know,
post earlier today.
yeah.
It said, "I hate when I go out in public and the public be out there." That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
I walked to Best Buy the other day. It was probably 2-3 mile walk. I don't know how long of a walk it was.
From your house, it's about a 2-mile walk.
Yeah.
About a 2-mile walk.
And
Funny
like,
how I know that. Yay.
the entire walk only ran into one person walking their dog, and we very carefully did not look at each other. Came around the corner because like I walked all the way to where Ulta is, which put a little bit of extra, but I didn't realize I could cut through. And also the area to get to Walmart is not walk friendly. Actually, there's been a couple of people who've been talking to me here recently about the lack of there's no crosswalk, there's no light, there's no sidewalk.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
But like
they don't,
if you
they don't give a shit. Why should
if
they
you
spend
go
money?
if you go down to Theater Drive, then it's an easy access, much easier access. And it's weird because like the one near Walmart's the one that needs it more.
You
than
would
the
think,
one
yeah.
down there.
They don't give a fuck.
But
They
yeah,
just
as
want you
soon
to
as I
show up,
came
spend
around,
money and leave. That's all they want.
as soon as I came around the corner, I saw all
Spend
these
your
people,
money.
and I saw so many people wearing masks, and I was like, oh fuck, people, what a bunch of fucking bastards. It's I've been
It's not wrong though.
It's been my. I want to make sure that I give credit where credit is due. That's a
All
quote from IT Crowd. Not very many people have seen that. It's a British show, but it's a great show.
I got nothing.
And if anybody has watched the show, then they understand the reference, understand that it was a reference. But for our American audience, you uncivilized non-BBC watchers,
Sorry.
that's okay. You're not missing a lot. They only have like 5 or 6 actors in the BBC, and they all came over and started working on Marvel movies. So
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
it's true.
It is.
It is true.
It's because the money's here, not there. Over there, it's discount nanny state. It's damn near Australia.
Right.
But, I mean, here, at least they can make some fucking money.
Sean Penn, not Sean Penn. Sean. Oh, what am I thinking of? Sean. Maybe no.
I mean,
Okay, his name's not Sean. He's in
Simon-
Shaun of the Dead.
Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg. Yes, I figured that's
came
who.
over.
My brain was like, he's got to be talking about Simon Pegg.
Martin.
He has to. Let's see. I have no fucking clue.
Oh.
I know Nick Frost is over here too. The guy that was in Shaun of the Dead, he played Ed. That's Nick Frost. Yeah. He's over here too. Yeah. You could tell their real big American access. I would say their big American film, so to speak, was Paul. When they did Paul, taking place in America, going to Area 51, which that'd be a cool topic. But Area 51, they're going there, alien, all that shit. Whenever they were in that, that's when you knew. I was like, there's no fucking way they're not like based over here now. Like they might have homes back home or back across the pond. There's no fucking way that they're over there making movies.
Well,
whenever they're here doing
that. Star Trek, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
He's in a Marvel movie, isn't he?
I believe he is.
But he's also in Star Wars.
He's also in Band of Brothers back in the day. Did you know that?
Did not.
Yeah, he was in Band of Brothers.
Hmm.
Fucking crazy. He played he was on screen for like all of like 30 fucking seconds, but he was on screen. So
it's
I believe
Bilbo
it's
Baggins, man.
Bilbo Baggins. Ah, fuck.
He's got the same last name as a black actor, I'm pretty sure, and it throws me off because it's like almost sounds exactly the same.
Now I gotta find out.
And then they also got Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, they got Benedict.
David Tennant never came over, and he's still acting and stuff, as far as I know.
You hear about the rumors about him being a doctor? He's going to be one of the doctors again? Yeah, that's a rumor. Him coming back and replacing What's-Her-Face and fucked it all up. Well, she didn't fuck it all up, but the writers fucking ruined it, and she just hammed the shit out of that role. Like, they ruined the fuck out of the Doctor. He was actually the last one I saw. I haven't watched it after him.
Matt Smith was good, but I didn't watch after Matt Smith.
I couldn't anything.
They took it off of Netflix, and so I stopped watching it.
When David Tennant was Doctor last, that's whenever I fucking cut ties. Like, whenever he was done, I was like, all right, he has finished his. I like him as an actor. I'll give this next guy, like, maybe an episode. And I guess they stopped airing it. Because I'm pretty sure it was relatively new whenever he did it. So whenever it was supposed to come back on, the way that I had watched it didn't have it running again. Like they weren't airing it again. So I was like, okay, well then I guess denied access. And then I go online and look it up, and the fandom is going fucking ape shit. Because I didn't bother with fandoms back then. I still don't now, to a degree. But they were going apeshit like, oh my god, Doctor Who! I was like, I'm glad you like this, but for fuck's sake, calm down. And then I saw clips of the current Doctor. I was like, I can't get into this. They took away David Tennant, who, by the way, was in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know that.
That was the shit. But Death Eater.
Jr.
Yeah, that was awesome. All right, Bilbo Baggins.
It's Martin.
Find him.
It's Martin somebody.
Martin Freeman.
Yeah, because it's really close to Morgan Freeman, who is a black actor. I was completely correct about that.
You were on point. Congratulations.
It's just like it's very interesting that their names are so close to each other, but they're obviously.
Wow, we're 18 minutes into this. Not bad. All right, cool. Cheers. I gotta be careful. There we go. I gotta be gentle. Mine's rather full.
Wibbly wobbly juicy stuff in there.
I do. It's frosty. It is. It's a bit chill. It's wonderful. For those of you who are just listening, because as is tradition now, this is YouTube and Spotify. I'm drinking some Blue Sky, and so is he. So, so good. Which I don't think Lady Lenore might want some. I don't know. She might. Let me know whenever you hear this. Let me know if you'd like some, because I'm gonna forget to ask you by the end of this, as you can tell, because what the fuck did we start on? I don't even fucking remember.
Have we started yet? I thought we were just talking. We started with your sister calling at 3 minutes in.
No, like we had started on
everything
topic.
from there.
We started, and then 3 minutes in, her, and then derail hardcore, and then she was the topic for a bit, and then it just spiraled from there.
I don't think we had a preset topic.
No, we didn't have.
Nothing that we were.
There wasn't a genuine preset, which I didn't really want it anyway. I wanted to have fun with this because whenever we do this, it usually goes for 2 hours, and we're laughing our ass off about halfway through, to the point where we forget what the fuck we were doing in the first place. Like, that's what I want. I want. Serious topics are good whenever it's time to be serious. Otherwise, let's fucking have some fun. I want to forget what the fuck we started on, like we have, because there was a topic we started with. And I'll never remember. I'll have to listen to the fucking playback on this. It's gone forever. But let's see. We
Let's
went
have
to.
some fun. This beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick.
Oh, I'm good. I'll pass.
That is something we did talk about penises earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say we went from whatever we started with to my sister, and then talking about how you like uncircumcised dick, and which that was mixed in there because she called it about that time. I don't know why that was so early on, but we got that out of the way pretty quick. Oh, Christians and stuff like that. That was one of the early topics too. Yeah, we started around there.
Because they get mad about me talking about uncircumcised penises.
Yeah, and then
and that encourages me to talk about it more.
yeah, and then now here we are in Martin Freeman. Yeah.
Well, that is
the essence of defiance, though, and I support that. So.
That's because of the IT crowd. I made the reference earlier. People, what a bunch of bastards.
I mean,
I kind of want to get it on a T-shirt.
People, what a bunch of bastards.
Yeah, just people, what a bunch of bastards. I'm not even sure if I'll put the guy's face on there. Maybe I will. It's totally worth watching. You'd love it, by the way.
Well, I keep getting told that about Letterkenny. Letterkenny is something I keep getting told that I enjoy.
Letterkenny actually more than you would
I've
like
actually,
IT crowd.
I've actually watched a lot of clips from it. I was like, I fucking love this. I need to sit down and watch
How many
this.
copies of Bobby Fischer's teaching you how to play chess do you need?
Bobby Fischer teaches chess. I had 3, and I donated 1 to the spot.
Oh.
So,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go steal that one, because I feel like I need a copy.
If you steal it, I'm taking your toes. You can have your feet, but I'm taking your toes.
I could bring it back. But we both know I won't do that.
Yeah, we both know that. I still, to this day, maintain that you lost my fucking copy of The Last Book in the Universe.
It's right over there.
I bought that one.
Didn't you buy the
to
first
replace it.
I actually do know exactly where that one is.
Oh my God.
More than any other book that
Why?
I have. Because
Why?
I put it in a special location so I
Okay.
would remember to read it, and instead I just ignored it.
You did, and then you denied having it.
That's
For
not
years.
true.
For years. You'd be like, I'm pretty sure I gave it back to you. I'm like, you didn't, you fairy
It's right
fuck.
there. It's right there.
That's not the one. Okay. I bought that in Florida, you ass. Same with these, actually. Like, and the fact that me going on my first vacation ever, like my first actual vacation as an adult, going down there to the Books A Million, and then they had that, and they had 3 copies of that, I was like, I'm not fucking letting this go. This is mine now. I'm taking all of these. Thank you. I also bought Wizard's chess and Lord of the Rings chess.
Nice.
So, yeah, and they are in the drawers over here. I haven't opened them at all. They're just there. They're in there collecting dust, like my business and investing books are on top of the fucking closet collecting dust. So that's good. Yeah, fucking reading my heart out right now. Never one page at a time.
Why
I've read exactly.
I don't do physical books anymore because I don't ever have time for them. Well, I get. All right, so if I'm not.
It's not as easy to pull up, like, to just whip out a fucking hardcover or an actual paper book, a physical book, versus just being like, there it is, digital, done, go away, back to work.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as easy. And it sucks. It breaks my heart. But we don't fucking...
I mean,
no
I
time
love hardback books, but I just, like, honestly, if I'm being real with
It's close to the
myself,
top of my
the
dresser.
only-
Is fucking
the only
books.
reason that I will do actual physical books anymore would be for the, I don't know, clout of it.
That's
I read a real book.
There's a good topic.
I didn't have it read to me.
There's
like
a good topic. The social...
audiobook losers.
Yeah, well,
Which is what I do all the time.
there's a fun topic. Actually, like,
Can we
people
give-
lording that over other people. I read a physical book the other day. Congratulations. I did too.
I saw
About 1,000 times when I was a kid.
I saw a headline 10 years ago that said that people who if listening to an audiobook triggers the same spots in your brain as reading the book itself physically. So I choose to
be
believe
fair, I
that
believe
is
that.
true.
I believe no, I
See,
believe
I mean,
that.
it does make
Like,
sense.
because like we've been on long trips whenever I was a kid, and
Mm-hmm.
I got the exact same effect from hearing the audiobook as I did whenever I would read one. Because your brain puts it together and creates the movie in your mind's eye. You see it in your head. You know what's going on. And it's you even get the whole inflection of characters, like you put your own inflection on the characters while you listen. Yeah, you're hearing their voice, but if it's not a full fucking, like, if it's not a fully, I guess, casted audiobook with different people doing the different voices, if it's just one guy reading all the voices just in different tones, you take that tone, your brain takes it, puts its own spin on it, and what you hear in your head, you hear that tone still, but what your brain tells you you're hearing is like, okay, here's the real voice, not this person reading it. Here's what the real voice would sound like. And like, if you're fully enamored with it, if you're still like that, if you're not, I guess, enraptured by the story, 100% fully invested, then probably not as likely. But whenever I would get into this, get into the story, I don't know why, just random fucking like dry hit in my throat. But like whenever you get like whenever I got really into the story, that's what would happen to a degree. And then I'd come back to base like, oh, this is some dude reading it. But still though, usually whenever my fucking relatives would try to talk to me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
I'm trying to not read, but read. I'm trying to listen to the reading. Damn it, you leave me alone, leave me with a book.
I think I find it a lot easier to process information if I'm listening to it because, majority of the time I'm going to be doing something else, and that's another aspect of reading physical books.
That's fair.
I'm pretty sure that it's unacknowledged anxiety is what I would probably guess it is what it is. Is that like if I sit down and read a book, it's like my brain gets pissed off that I'm not doing 5 different things at once.
That's fair.
Like if I listen to an audiobook while playing a video game, while smoking weed, drinking alcohol, and smoking cigarettes, I'm usually able to distract my brain a little bit.
Do you double, like, is it, like, do you double fist, like,
And I'm not
drinking one
saying
hand,
these are
cigarette in
good
the
things, I'm just being honest about my reality.
other? Yeah, honesty is the best policy.
That's something that I don't really, I try not to let anxiety control me, but yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool, yeah.
But I know that it does. I know that I do all of those things because I get antsy if I'm just sitting there.
If you're not
reading a
doing
book.
something, if you're only doing one thing, your brain's like, I need more stimulation.
But I think that's
Which I feel that.
we are living in unprecedented times.
To be fair, we are. And that, to me, is a very important and valuable thing. Cheers.
Cheers. Alright, Stephen Crowder.
Nice.
Jeez, that was obnoxious.
No, that wasn't him. He slurps. That was me hitting the bong. Because I don't hit it anymore, I've got to make the sound.
You forgot the most important element to let people know it's a bong grip.
What? The
Yeah.
I don't have a lighter
You
on
don't even
me.
know it's a double click.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Here, all right, then let me see it. Because I want to commit. It's actually easier with water. I don't know why. I think it's because it's cold, but it's easier with water. So, all right.
That sounded exactly like one. Like I was over here like, pass the bong, man.
Dude, back in the day, I could kill the whole fucking packed bowl. Oh, one draw, kill the whole damn thing.
I don't know if I could do that.
Dude, my lung capacity was nuts whenever I started to smoke weed. It skyrocketed. It was fucking bad. I could have like those, you know how you get like the standard bowls, like this cute little thing you can pack. You can drop maybe like just a little bit of a pinch of just some wonderful little green herb in there, and then you get like you go to the fucking local business of unnamed origin, local business without a name that I'm not going to say. You go there because if you can't talk about it in there. You can say water pipe, but you can't say like it's a fucking bong, man. You go in there and you buy a bowl and they're like that fucking big. You could put a quarter in that shit almost.
Oh yeah.
And not a quarter bag, like an actual fucking quarter of the coin. They're fucking huge, and I could pack one of those things fucking full with Keef, and I almost said reefer, with Keef on top, and kill that shit in one draw, man. I'd be good for like 20 minutes and have to do it again.
They were talking about on the Jimmy Dore show the other day that somebody needs to make a Reefer Madness parody with ivermectin, and I kind of want to do it so bad.
Oh,
I think that'd be great.
That'd be fucking great.
The horse dewormer that turns you into a racist, murdering homophobe.
You're bisexual. You should do that.
Oh, we could make it super woke too. That would be great. Cause like in the first one, it's all like,
can we?
Like
My
they're doing sexual things, and it's like it'll make you hate sexual things.
You'll hate sexual things and you won't read. Like, I'm fucking. Fuck it, I'm invested.
Did you have more that you wanted to talk about with like children and consent and stuff? Because that was a topic that we were talking about earlier.
Oh my god, is that? Oh, that was one that we were talking about.
I feel like we wrapped it up, but
we kind of did, because it's one of those things where like I didn't really have anything left to say. It was just more so a matter of, I get it, you want me to visit these people, but there's a lot to unpack there. I'm not going to drop in this episode, but like I didn't like going there for damn good reason. So if you want to unpack that shit, you can go check out one of the previous episodes I did with my sister. That was a heavy episode too. She remembered shit she probably, well, you know, it's never best to leave shit repressed completely, but to a degree, you don't let it ruin your life. Yeah, I reminded her of shit she'd forgotten completely. The things your mind's blocking.
I would be I am very curious as to what memories I have blocked out.
I mean, I imagine we all have something.
Yeah, I think everybody's
There's
got
no
something.
way.
I know that
Something was too damn painful and you blocked it out at some point. Something was too fucked up, your brain couldn't process it, it got blocked out.
I'm 32 years old, and within the last 5 years, I've been doing a lot of processing over my childhood and stuff, and it's like things are kind of a little fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
not like I grew up in a good home, so you know that's why it took me so long to figure out that things are kind
Lucky.
of fucked up. But
Yeah, that's...
it wasn't like super abusive or anything.
No, but it seemed a bit controlling and what is it, suffocating, stifling.
Yeah, and I think that it was more
A bit restricting.
the homeschool group that I was in,
That's
even
fair.
more than my parents and the church. But you know, like I think I want to do I don't know. I kind of want to do a write out something about Christian culture and guilt, because I think that's what I'm kind of trying to getting to with my sin episode.
Getting past that.
Yeah. Because like I finally fucking figured
Can
it
you
out.
not fucking sleet? Go ahead.
My message is not for Christians.
No.
it's just not.
You
Like-
don't say,
like
cocksucker.
I was trying. I was trying to make a message that
Good.
would go along with.
I had to.
You're not allowed to say that. No. I was trying to say something that
I'm a George
go-
Carlin fan. I can say all kinds of things.
go along with their belief system, but then I realized like I'm literally trying to tell them to like take the 7 deadly sins and replace or take out pride. Okay, it's no longer sin; it's a virtue, and we're going to replace it with guilt. That's the big one. That's the problem.
I
It's
mean,
the biggest sin.
Yeah, no, to me that actually kind of fits.
Well, it's all about like emotional energy, because if you like, so the emotional vibration chart. This is what I point to a lot.
Yeah. After this, we're gonna take a break. Just so you know. Like whenever you get done with the emotional stuff, whenever you talk like what you're talking about right now, you get done. We're gonna take a break. We'll come back. I don't know what we're gonna come back on, but I need a fucking minute. Go ahead.
Okay, but like,
Also, we gotta break this up. This is 32 minutes on this, but go ahead.
I was gonna wait until we get to like the hour mark, but if you want to do 30 minutes,
Bold, but I'm splitting this up. This is going across multiple platforms, so
I mean, you do you, but whatever makes you happy.
it's my show. We're dancing to my tune. Let's go.
But anyway, if you look at the emotional vibration chart at the very bottom, and what they did was they measured your emotional vibrational frequency, and they had people in different states of emotions and everything, and
That's
so
fair.
like. At the very bottom of that
Sorry.
chart is guilt and shame. And so then I started thinking about it, and like, and what one of the things that I'm missing is I really need to do some research into the effect that guilt has upon a person holding on to guilt for long periods of time, because I think that it might be one of the major like causes of disease and things like that.
Like your body, like, you know, what is it, mind over matter, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, your body gets sick because your brain says it's sick, says that it's not fully there, it's deficient in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So it opens up your body to weakness, and your weakness manifests in the terms of being sick, or in the form of being sick, or having health issues and stuff like that. Like, chronically depressed people are constantly fucking on something to try and help them fight side effects or symptoms of some shit that they realistically only have because of the depression. And that's not to take away from your depression, it's to take away from the fact that you're not you can't find a way to overcome it, therefore your body can't find a way to overcome whatever the fuck is afflicting it. So like your mind manifests pain and illness in your body. Your mental anguish manifests physically, and that's the lower vibration it plays a big fucking role in that. Because if your mind is constantly dragged down, if you're mentally and emotionally damaged, I'm going to say, and don't find a way to overcome it with things or you know, people and places, whatever you can find joy in, and finding ways to expand that joy or expand those things that you do love, or the categories of things that you do love, and open yourself up to more, then you're just going to cause more and more things to drag you the fuck down, where you'll find less and less joy in life, and your body will find less and less health as a result. You literally living your life, getting out there and putting yourself out there, and reminding yourself that you're better than the shit you're going through and getting on top of this shit is a fantastic way to actually fucking overcome the shit that you're dealing with. But you can't tell them that because they're like, I'm just, woe is me. Get off your ass, you fucking tub of lard, and get your ass outside and go have some fucking fun. I don't give a damn if you're sitting out in the sunlight for 20 minutes a day, and then that's the most you can do. And you read a book for 20 minutes out in the sunlight. Get your ass out there and fucking do it. Walk your ass to the park nearby, because 5 minutes walking ain't going to kill you. Or do something. Damn, get your ass up and move. I'm tired of y'all whining and shit. This is me being mean. I'm tired of y'all sitting there fucking complaining when you have the power to change what it is that you don't like. Get off your ass. I believe in you too. I might be dragging your asses right now, but which assure me, it's heavy. You weigh a lot. But it's difficult. I'm breathing right now. But get your ass up. Get outside, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I assure you, What's up, Callie? I assure you, there's a cat. There be a puss at my feet. What are you doing? You're so cute. You want attention at the worst fucking times. But no, like, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay? We good? We agree? Yeah? Okay.
So my point in saying that was that
Go ahead,
at the bottom of the
I had the tangent a bit.
vibration chart is guilt and shame. And I think that, I don't think that they explicitly teach it, but I do think that guilt and shame are taught as values inside of Christianity.
They are.
And I think that pressure keeps people in a guilt-shame cycle, which causes them to do the same things over and over again.
Don't just be cute, get in his lap too. There you go.
Which causes more guilt and shame, and everybody stays in those cycles. And so that's why I want people to start thinking about sin differently, because people think about sin in the concept of any thought, word, or deed that separates you from God. Why are you limiting it? Why isn't it just anything that separates you from God? And it just seems like to me that guilt and shame is something that separates you from having a more beneficial experience with God.
Well, if God is love and you remove yourself from that via shame and whatever the fuck else you put on yourself, the lower negative emotions, then you effectively are experiencing removal from the love of God, because apparently God is love.
What's the shit where the monks would whip themselves? Like,
I don't know, the floggers.
But that's
the original floggers.
That's what Christianity basically teaches.
It's
like, that is the most extreme example of Christianity, but that is what it is. It's like you have to constantly beat yourself for your sin and your unworthiness, and
flagellants, that's what they were. 13th century group of Roman Catholics known as the flagellants took this practice to extremes. That's flatulence. But, during the Black Death, it was thought of as a way to combat the plague by cleansing one's sins. Never mind the fact that it was fucking viral infection and whipping the shit out of yourself with a flail with spikes and shit and bleeding. You're good.
I like how they used to use
the ultimate original bloodletting.
Leeches.
Yeah. Not the ultimate original. The ultimate version of bloodletting is whipping the shit. Why let the leech do it when you can do it yourself? Why export the fucking work? Keep that shit local and promote economic growth themselves. Or I guess bacterial growth themselves. You're purring like a fucking lawnmower right now.
This cat is just all wanting the loves and attention.
Yeah, she knows when she wants to be an attention whore, and usually the best time to strike is whenever someone else is busy. If there's company, she knows she can get it. She's cute.
Hi, baby.
One of 4 cats in this fucking place.
You want to touch me?
All of them are attack cats, too. I love it. I enjoy that.
Alright, so we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a
break, and now I want a cigarette, so...
Gotcha. That works.
Because I'm trying to deal with my anxiety.
Oh, that's fun. That's...
Hey, Eric.
As much as I talk about weed and I might miss it, it's something that I can't afford and really don't think that I need right now. But I feel you. Anyway, hope y'all have enjoyed this segment of this. Since you're the guest, I'll give you the first song.
First song?
Yeah, first song for Spotify.
That I had,
and well, you've got a minute. I'm going to do this shit.
Okay.
Because I've got to close out the YouTube shit too. But YouTube, I love you. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, because that's what you're getting this as, a whole 40 fucking minute episode. And we'll come back with another one here in a minute. Yeah, I know, you're being an attention whore. You're purring like a lawnmower, and it's cute. Look at you. But yeah, if you want to support whatever it is that's going on here, YouTube and Spotify both, and you should both listen up. If you want to support this, then by all means you can do so via Cash App and Patreon. Cash App is discount Walter White, all one word. I do accept Bitcoin on there, so toss a coin to your Walter, and we'll give this song and dance a new tune. I'd love to see about growing this, expanding this, and making this better for you. That'd be great. And as far as Patreon goes, it's patreon.com/ that is top right to bottom left on the slashies there, which I took forever to figure that out. But it's / the Blue Skies Mix, all one word. And there will be content that is exclusive to Patreon. You can also contact me directly with Patreon access. You are so fucking cute, you know that? You're very sweet. Now go bug him for a minute, please. And I'd say before we close out, let you do your thing. You get one at least.
You get one.
Promote your show.
All right, everybody, check me out on the Ghost of Thor radio show on Spotify. It is the radio show with the sexiest audience. I am Erich Stranger. You can call me Stranger. If you'd like to support what I'm doing, you can do so through Cash App. Our cash tag is Ghost of Thor. That is all one word, Ghost of Thor. And I recently found out I accept Bitcoin, so if you'd like to send me a Bit-O-Coin, you can do so through Cash App. Cash tag Ghost of Thor. All right.
You know, you say recently, but it's been a fucking year.
I got onto myself about that the other day.
Yeah, it's been like a year.
I was like, when I say recently, I mean like a year.
That's like saying the other day, but it was 3 years ago that something happened. Remember that time the other day? That was 3.5 years ago, Gary. Yeah, well,
still the other day.
It was still the other day to me. Yeah, well, you have selective memory.
Or the fact that I say in every episode that I want to use. I don't want to stop as the intro to my show, but I don't actually. I want to use it as the outro because it's a perfect outro. Originally I wanted to use it as the intro, but
that's fair.
It works really well as an
just
outro.
Coat this glass in cat hair. I did not. Move your fucking tail. I'm gonna kick you off my lap, Margaret. All right, what's your song, amigo? And then we'll take this break. You guys on YouTube, unfortunately, have to look this song up. That's your problem. But yeah, links in the description for things that are important. Otherwise, what's the song?
Undignified by David Crowder Band.
David Crowder Band, Undignified. Okay. That sounds about right, because this is very undignified.
Yeah.
So
it's a Christian song. It's a
Really?
praise and worship song, but it's my favorite praise and worship song.
Yeah?
Because it comes from the story of King David and how he was like, they brought the Ark of the Temple back, or Ark of the Covenant back.
Gotcha.
And he like stripped down to his loins or to nakedness.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows for sure. And he's dancing in the street, and his wife was like, "Don't do that. That's undignified." And he's like, "I'll become even more undignified than this." And I just love that energy.
I mean, that's
Now,
pretty
granted, he did say to glorify my king. It was all about God and everything. But I just love the idea of I'll become even more undignified than this. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my chest.
Like, I'll crawl through the mud and fuck a pig. Don't fuck with me, dude. Like, dude, that is fucking crazy. Like, all right, well, for back then, I guess it checks out. But
also, David was a man after God's own heart. So, being undignified and dancing naked in the street is what God would want us to do.
I mean, if you were given
Logically.
if you were given free will, you were given the right to choose.
That is in his heart. As is it to lust after somebody's wife, and so you send them to the battlefield so that they die so that you can fuck her. That is after God's heart.
So like,
don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
So like what, 300? No.
No, that's another
different
story.
different category, but still. No, all right, look, I had a fucking thought and I lost it, but it's time to end this. So, YouTube, it's been real. Come back for the next episode. Spotify, we'll see you guys in a minute. And just remember, y'all, do your best to laugh a little bit and please don't get lost in the mix. Bye-bye.